Good evening, cyber friends. It's Mitty Man coming back at you from Walker's Music. Yet another word for the day. Wednesday afternoon edition. I should say Wednesday evening. Or as you see, old Mitty Man got to go out last night of revival for Mitty Man at least. We want to give a shout out to the whole family, everybody, cyber friends, everybody involved. YouTube, End Time Harvest, gang, as well as Blog Talk family. Wanted to say that it's been a moment. I know it's been a while, but like I told y'all from the get-go that I only do videos when I have something that I really want to say, something I want to get out to the masses about Walker's music, or if I don't do the word for the day, in other words, a Bible study announcement or whatnot. And I always like to come back and do, especially if I miss a Bible study like I had to do on last night. Matter of fact, I was going to try to have it even after a revival meeting, but the weather did not permit. So I like to say I wanted to let everybody know I wanted to come and do a public apology. In other words, I wanted to not just let you get, just leave y'all out there hanging. To the ones that do look forward to the Bible studies. I realize that everybody's not looking forward to that, but to those that do look forward to the Bible study, I apologize, and I will admit, and I will say one thing, that I will make it up to you some kind of way by making it better on Thursday night, if the Lord says so. In other words, we got some real inclement weather coming through here this week. It forecasts the entire week of nothing but thunderstorms, and so when it's like that, our power goes out, nothing you can do about it. Matter of fact, my internet didn't come back on today until about just about noon, before I was able to even check email or anything. So I'm just saying that y'all just bear with Mitty Man, and Mitty Man do apologize for any inconvenience that may have arose because of me missing out on the Bible study on last evening. But nevertheless, life does goes on, and we just saying that we are so happy that tonight is my last night at my home church. It's not the last night of revival, but it's the last night that the pastor is going to have me there. So I'm just glad about that, and I would try to take the rest of the week to get a little rest before I go right back at it on Saturday. So y'all pray with and for Mitty Man, and Mitty Man going to do the same thing for you. And the time we're living in, people, we're living in some, as the old people used to say, we're living in some tedious time. Now, I don't know what that means, but I do know what it means. I know what they meant. We're living in some terrible time, people. We're living in some very, very perilous time. And it's nothing for us to be alarmed about, because Jesus has said it was going to be just like he said. And you know what? It's going to be just like he said. There's nothing that you or myself can change it. It's going to be, people. We need to stop worrying about hollering about what can we do to change that. And you can't change it. It's going to be just like he said. You cannot change it. Ain't no sense of praying that no Antichrist come. He's coming. You can pray all night. That's not going to stop him. There's something that this prayer is not going to change. So in other words, whatever God has said, Christ the prophecies got to be fulfilled. And the man of sin has to be revealed. It's going to be, people. So you need to stop praying about that the Antichrist won't show up. And you might as well stop praying that a lot of these other things. But what we need pray is that we pray for the strength. Pray to climb these mountains. Don't pray for God to move them, but pray for the strength to climb them. Because let me tell you something. You got to be careful when you pray for your mountain to move, because you don't never know what your mountain is. Your mountain might be your mama. Your mountain might be your husband or your wife, your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Your mountain might be your children or your child. So we need to be careful how we pray for God to move mountains. But don't pray to move the mountain. Pray for the strength to climb. In other words, an old lady I once heard say, son, if the mountain was smooth, you couldn't climb it. So in other words, let's ask God for the strength to climb our mountain. And let's stop asking him to move them. Because people, let me tell you something. If God has said it, it's got to be just like he said. So this is Mitty Man saying, whatever you get into. If God is not in it, it's best that you come out of it. And if it be the Lord's will and the power let me and the network let me, Mitty Man will return on tomorrow night, same time at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the Bible study on Blog Talk Radio. So join us there if you can. Be blessed.